Hello, welcome to DK Bulljat. I'm glad you're here. Working on this picture of the coast, Oregon coast. And today I want to put in the water. So on the last video, I showed you how to tape down the sky so that you want to push down on this end so that we can put in the water. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and tape the other side where I'm going to have the water stop. And in order to do that, I need to make sure it goes straight across. So I've got another piece of painter's tape. I'm going to go all the way across and make sure it stays pretty much the same all the way across. I don't need it to be higher or lower. And then press down in the center. I want to make sure it goes around the side because I have the paint going around the side as well. There we go. And I don't need to press down here. I just need to press down this line right here. And I have made a color that is an interesting blue, but it is a little ultramarine. I can show you. It's all Gamblin. Well, yeah, it's Gamblin. So it's phthalo blue. It's ultramarine blue. And it also has a tiny bit of cobalt teal mixed in. And then I pulled that color through the cool white I already had. So the cool white was already spread out on the palette, and my palette is kind of a mess. I can show you the palette. Remove this big brush, I don't need this right now. Save the little guy. But I had the cool white right here, and this is the cobalt teal, which I dipped into. That's the cool white, and that's the one I've been playing with a lot. And then this is ultramarine, phthalo blue, and a little bit of cobalt teal mixed in to make it a lighter blue. So it's still dark, it's a lot darker, but it's the water. And I've got the tape down, and the most important part is to press right here. Like if I don't press this part down to stick it down, I'm just going to be cleaning up, it's just more painting, which I'm fine with that. I'm okay painting. I'm going to take my brush, and I'm not going to press up or down. I'm going to just go side to side. It's where the water's going to be. And it looks like it's a little dry. Not worried about the tree. We'll put the tree back. It'll all be fine. It can disappear for a bit. I'm going to get more paint on my brush and continue. I don't want to pull up underneath the tape. I want to make sure I'm painting from the tape down or the tape up, if you want to talk about this tape here, and side to side. And I will get the sides after this video, so I won't forget about the sides. Grabbing more paint. And it might be just a little bit darker than the picture. I'm going to grab a little bit of the cool white, pull through it, and do the same thing, going back and forth. So I just basically grabbed a little bit of the cool white that was already existing on my palette right here, pulled through that, made it a little lighter blue, and I'm going to go right over what I've got on here. I'm going to go side to side. It will be darker than what the sky is. I want to make sure I'm going side to side and trying not to go up under the tape. The best thing to do would be to pull down over the tape without pulling down into this tape. And then side to side. I don't want the paint getting up underneath there. And again, if it does, we'll fix it. It's fine. I'm not concerned about it. Out there, I don't even see waves. You're not going to see waves. There's going to be no crashing waves. There's going to be no definition to look like it's farther away like that. There we go. I think that's pretty good. What I need to do is the sides. I was going to do that after the video, but I'm going to go ahead and paint that in just real quick because I need to pull the tape to look at it. I'm doing that on the sides right now. I enjoy doing oil over acrylic. It is fun. I have always enjoyed that. Acrylic kind of lets you put in a sketch. Oil lets you put in depth. There we go. Makes it easier anyway. I'm all about the easy way to do it. There we go. Set that down. And I'm going to pull the tape. So I'm going to get the tape off of here. I can get it around the sides. Not too bad. You do see a little bit on the bottom of it, but this tape has oil paint on it, so I need to make sure that doesn't get anywhere. That's one thing with oil paint, is it can be kind of messy, depending on the artist. And I will own that, that's fine. Get that off of there, there we go, come on off, there we go. Those are gonna go in the garbage because they have paint on them. They're gonna actually go in a bag with some water. I don't wanna leave them. Looks like I have some blue tape across there, that's fine. What I'm gonna do is take a Q-tip and take it off the tree if I can, in the parts that I see that it's on the tree. I'm gonna make that Q-tip just a little bit smaller. I need to get some that are pointy. I have them at Dollar Tree, I don't have any right now. And I can also just paint the tree back on there. There we go. I took off some of it, maybe not very much. And the next step would be to put the tape where I'm going to paint the next water bank, which is going to, or the next water, which is going to be below this. So I have to wait for this to dry. This is going to require some sand. So if I needed to fix this, what I would need to do is turn this sideways. Like so. And then I need to take a nice brush that's got some stiff bristles and come up into here to pull that down. There we go. And I'm just going to get those lines and pull them so that there's not little chunks coming down. As soon as I have paint on my brush, which I do, I need to use that little paper towel and wipe it off. I don't need to carry around extra paint. And if I need to, what I can do is there we go, we're going to just get it to move. It's going to be fine. If we have to put sand in, we will. Trying to avoid having to put sand in. So I'm going to get a cleaner brush because this one's kind of dirty. That was just a regular round brush. And this is a fan brush. I'm coming up underneath it. I'm going to pull to the side. We'll have to go with sand over the top of this. And all the rest of it's dry except for the top. The top's still drying from the sky we put in. And this will be sand too. Well, this is going to be ocean. It's going to have some white caps as well. So it's pretty thick. This paint is pretty thick. I'm just pulling through it a little bit. Make it less thick. And I can see the tree right through it. It's still got texture. It's good. And this will need to dry so I can tape it off, so I can do the next water on there. It just makes it easier to keep it level. And then if I needed to get any out of the sky, I would turn it the other way. Like so. And if there was anything in the sky that I needed to blend, which I can kind of see a little bit off in the corner here, I need a brush to move that. I don't know if a Q-tip's going to work. I'm going to try instead of a brush. No, it's working pretty good. It's just picking up the paint. And that's all I needed to do is anywhere that there's got that it has extra, you know, you're not going to see water, waves. You're not going to see waves out there. So you don't want to see them. A little splashing of water, you're not going to see that. Sometimes, you know, if you stare at the ocean and there's a sailboat out there, sometimes it's difficult to see the sailboat when you're staring at the ocean, if it's far enough away. Okay. There we go. And I'm just taking out any little waves I see in the horizon. I'm glad you joined me today. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I am actively working on building subscribers and watch time in the hopes that at some point I'll be monetized. There we go. And I'm just playing with the Q-tip, that's it. The Q-tip's helping me a lot to get any extra little waves out of there. Okay. I'll put you back to regular. There we are. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe to my channel, which is DK Boljat. And God bless you, my friend.